So excuse my look. I've been wading through all of these videos on the shootings in Minneapolis and Portland. And there's a few things that not everybody is kind of piecing together that I'd like to put in one package for you. I'm going to be reading a lot of this. It wasn't researched. It's just a lot of copy paste. And at the bottom of my article are the links that'll take you there. So dealing with the Minneapolis shooting, things you might have missed. What people are skipping over about the agent that killed Renee Good. So in the wake of the tragedy that has finally distracted people from the Epstein files, and I really honestly, my opinion, feel that they're latching onto that, and that's why there was the second shooting and what is going on today, because it distracted away from what they've been trying to distract us. And it's ridiculous that they would use human lives to do this, but I think that's unfortunately where we are. I have a few points again that they missed in the media. The shooter was the agent that was drug after busting out the window and drug over 100 feet on June 17, 2025. When this went to court, he was able to assist in the conviction, and he gave testimony during that of the immigrant using the same defense that was immediately used as soon as the shooting occurred in Minneapolis of Renee Good. An arrest in St. Paul, Minnesota resulted in the case of United States versus Roberto Carlos Munoz, Guatemala, according to the DOJ. And in that case, they found that the jury that Munoz, Guatemala was guilty on December 10th, just a month ago, 2025, following a 3-day trial before the U.S. District Judge Jeffrey M. Bryan. The jury found that Munoz, Guatemala assaulted the agent with a deadly or dangerous weapon, and that in doing so, Munoz, Guatemala caused the agent bodily injury. And we've all heard reports about him being drugged and his bodily injury. Well, again, same thing. He stuck his arm in there, possibly held on. He tased this guy, I think it was like 10 times, and was appalled that it didn't faze him. But if you're able to, I don't know. I've never been drugged, so we're just going to set that aside. We're going to take that and put it on a shelf. In an article after that incident written in USA Today and quoted on AOL currently, the spokesman noted that he had earned an Army Commendation Medal, Army Good Conduct Medal, Global War on Terrorism Medal, and the Iraq Campaign Medal during deployment, in which he was deployed over in Iraq. After that, he came back to the U.S. and he joined the U.S. Customs and Border Protection and was assigned a job near El Paso, Texas. During that time, he patrolled the border, tracked border crossers, and served as a field intelligence agent. He worked on the border from 2007 to 2015, and he learned Spanish during that time. In 2015, he then joined ICE. So he transferred from Border Custom to ICE directly and joined the enforcement and removal operations as a deportation officer. He mentioned in the article when he spoke that he is a current member of the FBI's Joint Terrorism Task Force based in St. Paul, Minnesota. So he's been in the area for quite a while. He directly said, and it's quoted here, "I am a firearms instructor, an active shooter instructor." So he is someone that's teaching these agents how to do that job, when to take the shot. That concerns me a little. Ross told the court December 8th at the trial, "I am also a field intelligence officer, and I am a member of the SWAT team in the St. Paul Special Response Team." So he, again, was involved in all of these things, had the proper training. He was training other people. There was no reason to think that he was so stressed out, couldn't think clearly. That's why he thought he could record a video on a cell phone while shooting. In the courtroom testimony reported on MSNow, Ross stated that he described himself as an Indiana National Guard veteran who served in Iraq from 2004 to 2005, a machine gunner on a combat logistical patrol team, and then again went to the border patrol and off from there. But again, in that article, he stated that he worked with fugitive operations targeting higher value targets as a member of the FBI's Joint Terrorism Task Force. So he's involved in intelligence and should have been very well aware of probably who she was, if she'd been at these things before, and who everyone else was there. He testified that he was a team leader and would develop targets and create target package, conduct surveillance, and then develop a plan to execute and arrest a warrant. He also worked as a firearms instructor, an active shooter instructor, and a fields intelligence officer as a member of the SWAT team. Then I linked a video in here that I thought was interesting. We've got all these different viewpoints. This gentleman went in and he broke down 4 seconds. And he slowed it down and slowed it down and slowed it down, so you can draw your own conclusion as to when the decision was made to draw that gun. It's interesting. I enjoyed doing it. Again, all my links are below. Do I think that, I don't know what to think, I guess. There are other pieces to this, and they will all come out over time. But I think that catching these little itty-bitty things may assist in seeing the bigger picture, because there may be a bigger picture, and it's unfortunate. But someone's been chomping at the bit since his first term to shoot protesters. And when he was told no, he said, can't we just shoot him in the legs? Then this time, he's been chomping at the bit to do the Insurrection Act. And the Epstein files have been haunting him lately. He used many things to try to distract us, and it didn't. So my fear is now he's going to start doing what he wanted to in his first term, to silence us about the Epstein files. Is that dark? Yeah. But it seems like everything that's been happening lately is dark. Feel free to comment. Let me know what you think. Add to it. If you've got context that I don't, please do add. I am interested in kind of getting people information and truly finding out everything that they don't want us to know. Thank you.